Hello! This is Yahweasel, that's Malo, say hello.
Hello.
This is going to be a very odd little experiment. I'm going to try to explain this as quickly as possible. RetroArch recently added a run-ahead feature. Run-ahead is essentially negative input latency, so you press a button and it actually takes effect before you pressed it. The way they implement that is magic, but suffice it to say, it jumps into the state as if you had pressed it a couple frames ago, or whatever. The point is that a normal emulator has some input latency, and so it's nice to get rid of that input latency. I'm evil and like doing stupid things to RetroArch, so I decided to make it do an absurd amount of negative input latency, up to say, oh, I don't know, a half a second of negative input latency, and I'm just going to do that. I'm just going to hammer negative input latency onto Malo and see what happens. And it should be fun, so that's it, that's the explanation.
So I'm not changing your basement?
No, we're doing this from afar. I don't want to smell the effects of this, so go ahead, start the game.
Alright.
Now, I have it on some number of frames right now. For the first world, I'm probably only going to change it between levels, because it seems a bit evil to change it mid-level. But once he's past the first world, all bets are off. Right now, right now, it might not even be particularly anything, but you probably should notice a little bit of weirdness.
I think I did just notice. Oh yeah, there's a little bit of It's a
little.
Oh.
You jumped early! You jumped early!
I didn't think I jumped early, but...
Negative input latency! Malo, by the way, doesn't actually know how many frames of negative input latency he has. Only I know that.
This is so...
So I have beaten the game with quite severe negative input latency. It is doable.
Yeah, I was going to say
it's quite difficult to get used to.
Yeah, this is not... It's not as actually, well, so far, I don't know what the value you actually said is, but it's not as bad as I thought it would be, but it's definitely, I don't know what I expected, but it's definitely weird.
I mean, the thing is, you have to, when it gets really severe, you have to do things like die intentionally and then press jump.
Yeah, that's weird.
Let's see if you can manage to get the extra...
Oh, I let go of that too early.
Well,
yep,
you tried. You made the attempt. Things where there's nothing else moving on screen but Mario are easy enough, because you just have to sort of control yourself sensibly.
Yeah, this isn't gonna happen.
I don't know even... Oh, okay.
That's surprising.
I didn't quite understand what you were aiming for.
Or maybe I hit that too, late normally. I probably do. That might help in that situation.
Well, we're between levels, so let's change the negative input latency a bit. We're starting to get pretty severe here. Actually, I'm going to set it to that. Not quite as severe as I was going to.
Oh, hi. This is...
It's a bit awkward. Luckily, this level isn't going to kill you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to change it between this level and the next one, because this barely counts, obviously. I mean, we have to gently, you know, like if you're getting into a hot tub, you have to put your toes in first. You can't just dive in. So, brief introduction, or not brief, a slow introduction to the pain. Doo-doo-doo-doo.
This part is easy.
The world map, yeah.
Exactly. Oh, I don't even get to hear him.
Yeah.
Shoot the
Sorry, the number of frames of input latency is, yeah, even I don't hear that because of, like, over net play. Oh, well.
It's like... let me think of how to explain this. It's like,
Torture?
No, it's like he has ADHD. It's like Mario has ADHD.
Well, that's how I always describe, democracy.
Yeah, well, that's more like multiple personality disorder.
that is a bit like that, yeah. Oh, I love that.
This is
jumping
like,
too early.
He's like a dog that's really excited about something. I can't even run.
So, the problem that will often happen is you press the run button, but it's actually before you landed because of the input latency.
Yeah.
And so it doesn't take effect. But you beat that level.
I'm always holding the run button, so...
I should actually, just to be kind, save state occasionally. Okay,
Do I not
we're
get
gonna...
to see when you save state?
No. Well, none of that is visible to you. And actually, I didn't, because you're still at 6 lives. It's not that critical.
Yeah.
This is going to be a fun level for a slightly increased amount of negative.
I tried to jump there.
Good thing you got the Switch
Switch Palace.
So in case anybody is confused, by the way, seeing the value at the bottom, that's in frames, not in seconds or anything. So, for example, 15 frames is a quarter of a second because it's 60 frames per second. Don't jump off the edge. That would be a way to die stupidly. I'll tell you that it is not 15 frames, though. I think you'd know if it was a quarter of a second.
I'm not going to try to guess.
I doubt that it's usefully guessable.
Oh,
you would have to be very accustomed to it to be able to guess. I like the very slow, careful motions.
Yeah, well, I feel like if I do anything else, I'm just going off. See, I think what's happening is, in my mind now, it's backwards. Like, I'm being more like democracy, where there's a positive input latency.
Well, there isn't exactly a positive.
Well, but that's what it feels like.
Yeah. And it's a very hard thing to get used to. That it's like, okay, I need to press buttons before.
Exactly.
I need to do everything late. I need to.
I keep
wait
thinking
too
the
long.
opposite of that, but it's just hard to get used to. I have not gotten used to it.
That's the torture, and I'm gonna continue slowly ratcheting up the input latency, so you'll never get used to it. Okay, didn't really give me a chance to save state between there, but whatever, it's fine.
Whoa.
It's a little bit higher now.
What are you doing?
I'm not affecting it.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying Mario. I'm asking what Mario is doing.
Mario's having a heck of a time. I love the, you're standing too far away. It's not doing anything.
I was trying to be careful, but I remember I need to do the opposite.
Yes, you need to be uncareful. I love the terrible timing.
People are gonna love watching my view of this.
My view is better than I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna, not make it at all obvious what's going on, but it's actually, I think it's possibly even usable. You're only sort of hearing the tail end of the jump.
Yeah.
No, well, bye, Yoshi. So much for that. I think you tried to jump early there and didn't manage to jump at all because you were still in the air. And then
you're probably right.
Well, there you go. You're making considerable progress here.
Mm-hmm. Nobody ever said I can't play Super Mario World.
Okay. We have set higher input latency.
Okay, he says on the first actual palace, castle. Oh.
Good job, bravo.
What?
Yes, when you just move and don't count on the actions of anything else, it is easy, I agree.
Oh man. This is a thing. Oh man, it feels like I know what it feels like. On here, it feels like Mario's attached to a rubber band.
Oh yeah, I can see that. That makes some sense. Oh, so that's because when you change directions,
it does it smoothly, right?
Yeah, it does it smoothly. It tries to make up for it. So
yeah, I got that.
That's going to be very rubber bandy indeed.
Yep.
So far, you've you're coming into this next area with all the stuff, so that's pretty good. This should be fun.
Yeah, fun is one description of this.
I just can't wait to see the boss.
Oh god. Oh, what? I didn't.
It's like, didn't even see the jump. It just pops out of nowhere.
Oh, this part.
you're fine. What could possibly go wrong?
Okay, go late. Okay.
That was exciting. Okay.
Oh, I
That
jumped
not
early.
less okay. Oh no, okay. Well, this is, all comes down to this, doesn't it?
Stop moving.
Unfortunately, the platform isn't gonna stop moving.
I was asking him to stop moving.
Yes! Yes!
Okay.
Yes! You did it! Bravo! Bravo, Molo. Now, like I said, after the first world, since, you know, I assume you're taking the Star Road and such, right? Like, you're not planning on 100%ing this.
Oh, yeah, of course.
So, there's actually not that much game after the first world. Like,
Yeah.
It's a...
Well, so the Star World itself is going to be a challenge.
Yes, yeah, but my point is, like, we're like a third in now, and so now is a
by
reasonable,
levels, yes.
Yeah, now is a reasonable place for me to start being a little bit more cruel.
Yeah. Okay, I didn't hit that then. What I may do, though, is go get top secret area.
I would certainly recommend doing that, yes.
Although this place has feathers.
Enjoy flying, by the way.
Oh, no. Okay. No.
You didn't even successfully fly. Oh!
That is not what I thought was happening.
This is a video game.
I'm not this bad at Mario World.
Can I tell you something? I haven't touched it for that entire time. I touched it while you were flying. I changed it while you were flying to help make you crash. And that entire time I just left it. I'm gonna let you attempt to fly without my affecting it. It is at the value it is at. We're gonna see whether you can figure out the timing. It is, I know, it's so difficult. Because you have to, like, yeah, once you've got the rhythm, it's doable. If I affected it now, you would just crash and burn, obviously.
Yeah.
But, like, it's you get so accustomed playing it normally to actually looking at the character, and you can't do that. didn't
no, I normally go for that feather, but no, definitely
for some reason, it's not, you're not in the mood. This should be doable with negative input late. Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna go for the key immediately.
No, not yet. I'm gonna go for, well, I want to actually get the green switch, too.
Bonus game! Let's just maximize the negative input latency for the bonus game.
Wow, that is some rubber band. Like, this, when I say rubber band, woo! I don't mean like rubber banding like the standard sense of rubber banding.
No, it's like Mario is tied to a rubber band, yeah. It's like if you had a dog tied up in your yard, but for some reason you were using bungee cable.
Yeah.
Do you feel like jumping ever?
Yeah, I'm just getting under the flower if I can.
You actually think you're gonna time this?
I am.
Well, you're gonna get something. Not bad, you got a T.
There was a little blip there.
Well, I just set it down to 0 input latency.
Oh, okay. So when you said you weren't changing it after the flying, I don't know what you were talking about. You mean you weren't... I wasn't thinking you were changing it while I was down there.
Well,
I just was having a hard time with
I just wanted to make clear that the hard time was entirely your own hard time.
Yeah, I understood that. Like, I didn't expect anything different. I didn't even realize you had changed it while I was flying, so...
Well, yeah, but I doubt that you'll be able to realize immediately, and so I just wanted to inform you that that was your own failure. That's all.
Yeah. That was exactly what I thought. I didn't think anything different.
Okay.
Okay.
That's technically an option. And mind you, I do just change it more or less when I feel like, so.
Fun.
Really, I don't think I need to change it much, though, because it's pretty annoying at any value. I think... So, like, the bird bats are one of the worst enemies, but, the auto-scrolling levels are probably more nice than bad, all said and done.
This hole might actually give me problems. Jump.
Please jump, please move.
Alright, let's see if I can do this.
It's just aiming.
I have time, yeah. It's not a timing thing. Well, then it's jumping.
Yep, precision jumping. Whee!
Okay, just think of Mario as being attached to a very strong rubber band.
Yee-hoo! Oh, this is great.
I knew this was going to be a problem.
Nobody has ever had this much trouble doing
No,
this.
I've had trouble on this part before, like just getting up there. Not trouble, obviously.
Yeah,
not this,
I mean, it is single cell jump, so it's not trivial, but it sure isn't trivial like this, is it?
It is the opposite of trivial.
You haven't made it onto the
This is the hardest part in the game.
This is the final boss.
This is definitely the final boss. I'm not going to make the third one. I was up there, and then I was back down. I'm going to run out of time.
I mean, you're at 188 ticks, so I hope you're...
I'm going to run out of time.
Are you doing the reverse psychology thing?
No,
like...
I'm serious. I don't think I'm making it.
I was thinking we would end the episode after this level, but apparently that's going to be a half-an-hour episode. What can I say?
Okay.
It's... Well, that'll help. It's so disappointing, isn't it?
It is...
No one has ever had this much trouble. It's so good. Oh, this is my favorite thing. It's so great.
I think after this, I'm gonna have a healthy hate for Yahweasel.
Don't worry, Malo is just drunk. I could turn down the negative input latency, but I can assure you I'm not going to. And once again, I haven't touched it this entire time. It's just wherever it is. I feel like you just need to figure out, like, the timing of it and just, like, essentially do it with your eyes closed. And I would say don't attempt to correct, because you're not going to correct correctly.
You know what helped me?
What? Knowing you only had 40 ticks.
Letting go of the run button. Seriously, that's the only thing that helped me.
Tell you what, next time.
Next time.
And thanks for watching. If you liked the video, do leave a like below. Cheers from the only one having fun here.
Yeah, bye.